Hey, good evening. Happy Sunday, everybody. We've got the full crew as well. This is exciting. Welcome to Tales from the Lost Emporium. It's a Sunday night. We're going to be doing some D&D for your entertainment. Actually, it's more for our own entertainment. We don't really care about your entertainment. We just want to have fun. Johnny's even got dressed up. This is epic. Thank you very much, Johnny. We are doing Descent into Avernus, and we're so very near the end. I keep promising this, but we're currently in a dream sequence, and all sorts of craziness happened last week. This is what happens when the monk isn't here to take on the combat role. But before we catch up with everyone individually, very quick shout outs. We have got to shout out to our amazing sponsors. We've got the currently incredibly busy Lost Boys Pizza in Camden. It's their favourite time of the year. We've got Monkey's Emporium, who were live just before us. Woohoo! And we've got my friendly local gaming store, Shea Glass Games. Support your own if you can't support mine. I don't mind. It's all good. Cool. How's everyone doing? So we are doing Descent into Avernus. They're currently in one of their favorite things. This is what everyone really loves. It's Lulu the Oliphant's dream sequence in order to try and get the Sword of Zariel. Oh my god, they almost had their hands on the sword, but they've got to go into this dream sequence, this dream quest, to fulfill the criteria to be deemed worthy to wield the sword. And I mean, it's pretty relentless. There's been some big stuff, and some people got dropped. And so
downstairs while I won you 1 week. Anyway, go on.
Hey, Shari, how you doing? How's Fatora?
Good. She's dead. So she is now the dead cleric, not the life cleric. Her job is to lie there and play dead and make people cry. That is my job this week.
Make people cry.
Make people cry because they're sad that I'm dead.
So it was a big monster. It chopped you up into lots of little bits. And we can all blame the fact that it was because Jeremiah wasn't there, right? So, Pete, how you doing?
Oh my God.
I mean, I didn't kill you off.
I really just started stealing my fucking potion. No, I'm good. I was really sorry that I missed the game last week. It was a really fun game to watch. I was watching it while I was in the crypt rolling down. I don't believe for a second that Shari's really dead. Is Victoria really gone?
Triple failures on death. Actually, no, it was a critical hit, which was 2 failures, and then she rolled something like a 7.
I rolled a 9, I think, which was one.
Oh, 9, a 9 on a one and only death save, which is failure. This 3 failures in one go.
Can I please pour all of the potions of healing over her foot?
Not like any of us need it. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Awesome. Cool. Let's see who else we've got. Dan, how you doing this week?
Hello, I'm good. Thank you very much. I'm hoping for a slightly better showing than last week, where I absolutely beefed it. Pete, if you didn't catch the little bit where me and Johnny were both T-Rexes, I heroically rolled a 1 and killed something on our own side, then rolled another 1 and took a third of Johnny's life away from him, and then got absolutely murdered myself, and I'm almost dead. So yeah, it was a good time.
Surely you can't roll a third one.
We'll see. We'll see what happens this week. I mean,
I'd forgotten you got dropped as a T-Rex as well. Man,
oh yeah, I'm back. I'm back as Flashheart, but I am not very healthy.
So finally, let's move over to your T-Rex companion, Johnny. How you doing?
I think I'm dead as well.
Yeah, you're not looking good.
I'm unconscious. You know when I polymorphed, I was expecting like old school like T-Rex's monsters. You know the inflatable like bouncy things.
Yeah.
That's what I got. That's exactly what Sam turned into. And then properly sumo wrestled each other to the ground and then rolled over and died. Essentially, is what happened last week.
We were going for Jurassic Park. We ended up with the Asylum version, like Dino versus Tarantula or whatever it is.
It's like you know the Rugrats, the dinosaur and the Rugrats. That's what we were basically, or like Toy Story.
Yes,
amazing. It was good fun. Thank you. And then last up, Bushy, how you doing? He's going to be with us. Hey, there he is.
Yeah,
Nice
there he
background.
is.
Well, funking is funkadoodle dandy. One party member down, one lawful good murdering people. I think it's like the band's back together.
Yeah. It is. So hang on, let's
That picture behind you is amazing.
It is.
Funkin', that's great. That.
Let's put him back on there. Let's all stare at him. Oh,
I mean, I
Barrel
would love
rocket.
to say I knew who it came from. Somebody very, very talented
It's
that I
really
just
good
shamelessly
picture.
pulled off. But yeah, it's very good.
Hey. Yes, so we are in a dream quest to prove yourselves worthy for the Sword of Zariel. And where we had left off last time was Fatora had died, had been chopped into tiny little itsy bitsy pieces. And oh, hang on, let me. Ooh, we can bring up the map again.
Hey,
Oh, it's not showing. Why is it not showing? Okay, I've got to be careful here because I've got one picture I don't want you to see. I say there's nothing to show here.
Anyone,
one picture
it's
right.
Gary in a
Gary's
mankini.
private drive.
Yeah. God, I opened them up and now it's saying, "Oh, there's no pictures here." Right, that's rubbish. Right, let me reopen them. So I need that one and that one. Open them. This is the height of professionality. Hey, that's good. That one there. Okay, let me try and grab that one while it's thinking about the other. So you are in Gill Glen. I'll zoom in. Fatora died. Yeah. Somewhere in these four squares. There was a cleric in the temple who came out, and I believe Fatora's body was being carried back into the temple. And then down at this end of the road, there was 4 guards coming down the road, covered in demonic ichor and blood and bits, and they weren't looking in the best of shape. And what was that woman's name?
Cynthia.
It is. I couldn't find her before. Anyway, Jessa.
Yeah.
Jessa Brightstar. That's who it was. So she is the cleric, and she had recognised them as people from this village. But she was busy organising Fatora's corpse to be moved
Funeral
into.
rites.
Yes. So, what's convenient is that Jeremiah suddenly jumps down from a rooftop, all happy because he'd been off exploring the other side of the village, probably down the bottom somewhere, down here, while it had all kicked off, and he's only just decided to come back and join everybody because that's how this sort of thing works, right? Deus Ex Machina.
What
And he
happened
has.
is he heard the dying screams of Fatora, and that's what brought him back.
Along with the bag of carrying with all the healing potions in, right?
Yeah, absolutely, right.
Two T-Rexes versus a giant snake demon wasn't quite enough to tempt him back.
He'd got you 6, man. He'd got you 6.
For a deep 6. Deep. You went deep. You're long.
So yes, a long way away. These guards are shambling into town, and they, like I say, they're probably about here now.
Where's
and you guys
everybody else?
Sorry.
Remind me where everyone else is then.
So you're all around here.
We're all there. All of us
You
are
was
there.
just getting to that bit, Pete.
You are here. And these guards are now here.
Right.
And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's 200 feet away.
This is exactly why Gary loves maps.
Fucking maps. We're not in combat, so you're not limited to your 30 feet of movement per turn unless you run. So the good point is we're not on combat rounds anymore yet.
What I feel has to happen though is Jeremiah jumps down before and he's singing Bryan Adams' "Run to You" as he's trying to get to Fatora while she's dying. That's what I feel like is the appropriate. He's got to be crying while he does it as well.
On his
So it's got to
knees.
be like, you know.
I feel like we should also like
It just
on the
happens
dead.
there.
Really, it should be cuts like a knife.
I feel like on the dead. Can we also just make a note to our audience of that Johnny is okay. He's still okay. Because we mentioned it off camera, but we didn't mention it on camera.
I mean, you say that if they're regular
That's
members of the
positive.
audience, they'll know that's not true. What I couldn't help.
To be honest,
what I
it just
couldn't help.
looked like they've been ill and eating spaghetti bolognese. So don't worry about it.
What came to mind immediately for me was it was a scene from True Romance, and it's the bag of cocaine scene.
Oh yeah.
Thought Pete might appreciate that one. Yeah. So Jeremiah, mum's corpse, lifeless corpse, is being carried away. You see her hand drop down and drag in the dirt.
Middle finger like that.
No, that finger got chopped off. There's someone.
Oh,
sticking
sorry.
Yeah.
Who's carrying her? Do I know who's carrying her?
Yeah,
No, you
people
won't
from
know.
the temple, people from the village. They were in there.
But you don't know who they are.
I in my head, it's kind of like Anna Slumpsky, that thing at the end of My Girl, where she's like trying to put the glasses back on Macaulay Culkin when he's in the coffin. Wow. I think I kind of run over and I'm pulling out the potions of greater healing and kind of like holding it over.
Her mouth and throat just fill up with the liquid, and it bubbles out.
And I'm like, yeah.
You keep cutting out, and nobody knows what you're saying.
If Fatora is
upset.
truly dead, can we establish now that does not get her out of the commitment for a date with Flashheart? A deal's a deal.
Or you
Yeah,
see-
dead or alive wasn't specified.
Exactly.
Please, can we do a weekend at Bernie's session?
What I'm thinking.
To be honest with you, we certainly, if I do bring her back, I need to rest. So for the next 8 hours, we can have strings on her arms, like the work, like, off the back of the speedboat, the bikes, off the back of the bikes, man. Come on,
Johnny, get them Ray Wans, whatever they were called.
Brave hands.
All of that.
It's a shame we're all lawful good because we could have had a lot of fun
It is.
with this, particularly against Jeremiah. No. Go check out the store cupboard. Why? What's in the store cupboard? I don't know. Just get the brush for me.
Cool. So these guards are still walking through the town. Nobody's gone to investigate them yet.
They noticed the fucking crispy woman yet?
No, thankfully. Are you all going to go and help do the funeral rites for Fatora in the temple, or?
Right, I am without a doubt going to attempt to ring her back once we've rested. I'm not aware of the dream. I'm not aware of nothing. I've gone into the same mode that she would go into, which is making sure that there's no loss of limbs. If there are limbs gone, I know that I can't bring her back with limbs. So if she's lost bits, I can bring her back, but when she comes back, she ain't going to have them bits. So if there's any bits that kind of scoop up a bit and maybe stitch back on in a patchwork type.
Leave the bits off, Felix. It's what the old Flash Heart would have called cash and carry.
Slash and carry.
Flash and carry. Oh.
But then the guys at the end of town, I wouldn't be looking at. I'd be going inside the temple and looking after Faitoria and very much kind of leaving the other guys to investigate these crazy people.
Okay. So under Jessa's...
I'm not going to be helping out for funeral rites. Not because I don't like Fatora, but because I'm pretty sure if I try and do anything actually lawful good, I will probably combust.
Yes.
So I'm taking the view of I'm helping by not helping.
Yeah.
It's a valid response. It's for the greater good. So under Jessa's direction, they take Faitora's body and lay it on the altar. And it's an altar to Lathander, who is the god of suffering, easing suffering, I should say. So it's not, but they're actually a very lawful god, but they're the god of easing suffering and faith through adversity. And Jessa goes to like a chest at the back, and she rummages around, and she says, It's a long shot, but I can try this. And she says, I appreciate you were defending our village, Idil Glen. And there's still much work to be done. There could be demons around every corner. So we need all the help we can get. And she gets this. It's like a long crystal shard. And she comes over to Faitora's body and she breaks it on there. And she starts muttering some words.
Her body on what?
Breaks the crystal over her body.
Just starts break dancing. Break dance on top of Faitora's body.
And she starts muttering some words, and some people start chanting, and there's sort of an eerie blue glow around Faitora's body. And that is when screaming starts outside. And you hear... Fonkin, did you go into the temple or did you stay outside?
No, I would have just been, outside.
Outside. Okay.
So nursing my wounds, probably stolen a fucking healing potion off Jeremiah. To be honest, seeing as I'm pretty battered.
If you guys want to take a healing potion,
yes,
Jeremiah would have happily dished out, I'm sure. then you may take them now. Take your weak lemon drink now.
Drink your weak. That is a deep cut, Gary, and I'm here for it. Drink your weak lemon drink. Simon Quinlag. Yes, please.
Well, how many hit points is everybody at?
None.
Fatora is really milking this being dead thing.
I tell you what, it's the best sleep I've ever had.
I've got 13. 1-3 hit points.
1-3. What are you on, Funkin?
33.
Oh, you were down a lot as well. Right, drink up a portion each, and then I'll heal a few as well, quick.
What?
This is ridiculous.
What potion is it? Is it
great, isn't it? We got great.
You bought a shop full of them back in Baldur's Gate, and then curiously, you've never used them. You haven't used them that often in combat.
What is it? Is it like a D20 roll or something to see what it does, or is it just a standard amount?
No, it's
It's do 2d4 plus 2 if it's a standard.
It's greater. 4d4 plus
44 plus 4, right?
Yeah.
4d4 plus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
Get ready for some ones. 17.
14.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Jeremiah.
So, is everybody except Fonkin in the temple, or is anyone else outside?
I'm wherever Funkin is, obviously.
Okay,
I am by Faitora's side.
cool. And Felix is about to heal people a bit more, I think.
well. Yeah, I'm going to do a quick. Do you want the? I'm just looking. The creature of choice can see within range, so I can still see him. Cool. So I'm going to quickly cast healing word then for each person. So if each person wants to do that for whatever they want, and that's 1d4 plus 3. So just roll thyself. 1d4 plus 3.
There we go.
Just
Sorry, man, my headphones were connected. What did you say, Johnny?
If you need, anybody can roll 1d4 plus 3 healing as well. So I go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nice.
Cool.
Really full.
Okay, so Jess has done this thing with a crystal on Faitora's corpse, and there's
I'm
this
chanting as
faint
well.
blue glow.
I'm like in there. I'm a music man. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not quite there. Wait, there's like to play. What can you play?
Are you not going dum 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 dum?
I can play the cleric.
Yes.
Yes, that's so me because it's stuck in my head now. You go heal you, heal you, heal you, yeah, heal you, yeah. So it'll be Flashart and Fonkin then. You see, it seems to come down from the sky like a meteorite. This black streak and thuds into the ground in front of the statue to Zariel, and then as so much dust is kicked up, and as the dust clears, everybody will hear this very loud, very eerie howling. And Fonkin and Flashart, as the dust clears, let me get the next picture. Oh, come on. Gotta wait for it to load up. Stupid laptop. Right, cool. We have got that. And then let's go share screen. Let's go to that one. This is there. And this is pretty big. This is at least like
What?
10, 12 foot tall.
Shit, son. What's he holding? Is that a fucking axe?
It's a flail.
Oh, goody.
That it is wielding, and it's letting out this howl. And as the dust clears, and then it views the statue of Zariel, and it hawks a great wad of phlegm and spits at the floor, and it says, "Ah, the angel, Yanogo will crush this puny village that worships such a being." And he swings his flail and he shatters the statue to Zariel.
Oh.
And you see that the 4 guards that were slowly shambling their way up fall to the floor, and blood gushes from their ears.
What?
And they start writhing on the floor.
Oh, well, that's ideal.
Oh, that's another group of people we should have saved. Shit.
I mean,
I'm afraid
is
so.
it fair to say they were flailing on the floor?
Yeah.
Yes, but you're not getting inspiration for that.
DM's mean.
Cool. So, what do you guys want to do?
Who is aware of this happening? If someone
But
was
you
in
guys,
the temple,
you've heard this howl.
we hear
Everybody
it.
that's inside, and
Is
it's
that
sort of
whatever-
put the chanters off their rhythm a bit.
Oh, they're off their rhythm.
I'm putting them back on the rhythm, and I'm saying, that I'm inside. I'm staying with Victoria. I'm getting this thing done. If they can bring her back, we should bring her back. Because I'll only do it anyway. Even if she comes back as a zombie, I'll just do it anyway.
Fatora, give me a D20 roll, please.
I can't. I'm dead.
8.
8. Okay, you don't come back yet.
No. It bounced off
see-
in that 20 though, which was quite funny.
Just seeing you outside, Johnny, just does make me just makes me think of Zombieland and Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Cool. So, does anyone want to do anything before Yanogu?
I'm tempted to shoot it. What do you think, Fonkin? All in?
Well, I suppose so. I feel like I should say something inspirational,
Please.
Uh,
So I look at the indifference on my Lord Saviour Fonkin's face and scream for Fonkin and country, and I'm going to attack it.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Well,
I have-
Flashheart's about to join me.
Yep. I have basically nothing to attack it with. I'm going to shoot it with the Hellsinger.
Yep.
So
I like this. As he runs off, Funkin is actually trying to start saying something like all poignant, and he's like, "Far." Oh wait, he's gone.
Oh Jesus Christ! 16. Oh no, I've got 16 to hit. But hold on, hold your horses.
Minus.
-3.
There's 2. It's 2 now, isn't it? Hold on, I did write this down. Minus. Nope, it's still -3. You're quite right. So 13 to hit, which doesn't hit. I'm about to die.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't hit. Cool. So in that case, can everybody roll initiative, even Fatora, please?
Oh.
Hold on.
And Fonkin, you'll get to do something if you want before we go to initiative.
Yes, I was just looking.
22. -3, 19.
I've got nothing. I've literally got nothing. At this stage, I'm throwing my nail clippings.
I got 20. I got 22.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
We're working on strong words now. That's what this is going to take us.
10.
Cool. Got that one. Fatora, what's yours?
I got a
See who else
6.
can do it. 6. Okay. Right. So, Fonkin, you got anything before we jump in?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'd like to slightly retcon, and I guess use one of my random buffs that I can use, which is protection from evil and good from my bell branch, and use it on Flashheart. I have no idea what this thing is, but assuming it could be some type of fiend or aberration or something that falls within that, he may get disadvantages on attacking Flashheart now. So
You can
It may melt Flashheart's face. We don't know.
it's a risk we're willing to take.
You can give me a religion or arcana roll to figure out what it is.
I think I'll just stick with taking a
Not
punt.
knowing.
It was 11 is what I rolled.
Was it 11? Oh, I mean, this thing is famous, so it is an easy roll. This looks like something known as the Beast of Butchery, which is the god that the gnolls worship.
Oh.
So this is no regular no.
Oh no! This is no
So-
Fielding. This is no Edmonds.
Would you say it's almost a celestial?
No, I would say you would know enough that this is a demonic fiend.
Ooh,
of
that's good.
epic proportions.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Like that-
I mean,
there's not much above it.
okay, slightly less fiendy would be good, but at least it still gives him some sort of benefit.
Yes.
Yes.
So
you would know that.
creatures of
Okay.
those types have a disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. Yeah.
That's great.
Unless the target has a mirror.
So disadvantage against flash art then. Cool. First up though is Jeremiah inside the temple.
I think I'm very focused on Fatora, to be honest with you.
Cool, that's fine.
I'd probably hold action.
Okay. What are you holding for? Do you want to specify the?
If he comes in the if he comes in the temple, cast Thunderwave. If he tries to come near us.
Excellent. Next up, we've got Mr. Demonic Protection himself, Lord Flashart.
That's a hell of an intro. Mr. Demonic Protection himself.
I feel like I'm not going to get very far now I know what this thing is. Attacking it with my, even if it is a slightly pimped crossbow, it's still essentially a crossbow.
It's a pointy stick, isn't it, bro?
Basically, yeah.
Every little helps.
Well, does it? I mean, every little seems to help me get closer to a sweet embrace of death. Oh shit! I'll have another go. Why not? Might as well shoot it. It's gonna batter me in a minute anyway, isn't it? So let's see.
Get it in the eye.
Oh, forget about it. Just forget about it. Forget the whole thing.
I mean, you've not registered as a threat yet. You've got nowhere near it.
Well, what I'm rolling currently, I'm not even loading my crossbow. It's probably not even looking at me. So yeah, my action is fumble a crossbow bolt to the floor. Apparently.
Cool. Next up, we've got Felix.
Bonus action hide. Bonus action hide.
Say?
Bonus
Oh, no.
action hide.
But bonus action, stand in front of Funkin as wide as I can.
Cool. So Felix, it's you up.
Okay, I am going to do one thing really quickly. I am going to. Where's that going? Let me just check that. I can do it. So, how far away is it from us?
Let me share what's currently happening on the map. Okay, so you guys are at the back here if you're witnessing the ritual on the altar. It's here and it takes up these 4 squares. And then I'm guessing Fonkin's here and Flash Art's here.
And we're inside number
wherever they
13.
wish to be. Yeah, so, well, you're right down this back wall, effectively. And the door's here.
Thank you. I like the map.
And it,
I'm gonna move.
like I say, it's here.
I'm gonna move to still be looking at Fatora, but back up away from her, so that I can cast. Bane on it, first level.
Okay.
It's a
What's it?
15,
Wisdom?
15 charisma.
Oh, charisma. Okay.
I'm not-
So he gets. He's got a lot of big stuff. So he gets advantage on saving throws against spells and other magical effects. So was it 15 he's aiming for? I mean, the first one's a 2, so that's not going to help. But the next one, he rolls an 18, so he gets over the 15.
So that's that then.
Yep.
And then as a bonus action, I will healing word myself because I'm in hell of a state. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
For his action, he's got a movement of 50 feet. So, I mean, he can sense, Flash Art, that you are protected against fiends, which he's not entirely happy about. So he's going to run over. Okay. So, yeah, he's going to. He comes running over to you, and he's flailing his mace, and he gets 3 attacks with that. And he adds 16 to his hit roll. So one of them is a 30 to hit, and the other one is, I mean, it was a low roll, but he got a 22, and then the last one is another 22. That's a 30.
This is the most pointless thing I've ever asked, but is he rolling with disadvantage, Gary?
No, you're right. Okay. So, yeah. So
doesn't matter. He's just got to get a 3 and he hits me.
Yeah, well, no, so the first 2 hit, you're right. So I've got 2 more to roll. And
Believe.
and then, yeah, so you're right. He's still hit, but I was going to roll. He could have got a 1 and damaged himself. Okay. So all 3 attacks hit. So you're okay. Actually, the damage is less than the.
He doesn't even have to roll to hit me.
So the first hit does 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
The next hit does 21 bludgeoning damage. And the third hit does 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Now.
Yep.
Because I can see him, I can use my uncanny dodge. Therefore, I can half.
Yes, you can halve one of those.
Half one, or of course it's bloody. Oh Jesus, 3 attacks. Well, I'm dead, obviously. So what would I again say again one more time? Which one am I halving? Oh, it's 51 in total.
Right, there was a 20.
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
It was a 21. Half the 21.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I could do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm dead. I was like, oh, I'm still dead. Yeah, I'm dead. I had 35 hit points. I just took 41 damage. Man down.
Okay, so he didn't get to use his special ability for his 3 attacks.
Well, I'm sorry.
So that was without his special ability.
But he does get to use his rampage ability because he's just reduced you to 0 hit points. So he can move up to half his movement and do a bite attack. So he's going to bite Fonkin.
What the fuck is this thing?
At 32 to hit.
No, it doesn't hit.
Yeah. 14 piercing damage. Now the good news is it's Fonkin's go.
Right. So he's
only within 10 feet. He's not close to the full 5 feet because he's got a 10 foot, 15 foot range on his attacks.
Right. What I would like to do.
Yep.
Yeah. Now this is a little bit off the wall.
It's all good.
Love it.
But it's basing for me to run away. So, what I would like to do is get anywhere where I can use the statue.
Okay.
And then I essentially want to either Eldritch Blast into the statue so that the stone hits him. Or anything remotely, basically anything remotely radiant, or rip parts of the fucking church off or something like that. Because I think that will actually have a chance to do damage to him, whereas nothing else that I can do will. And then I'm just going to scarper somewhere in hopes that he may follow me because I've pissed him off.
So he's already shattered the statue into lots of little pieces. So you could pick a piece up and throw it at him, I guess, if you wanted to do that, or you could do it so your Eldritch Blast.
We're proper bottom of the
Your
barrel now,
Eldritch
throwing
Blast.
stones at him.
Your Eldritch Blast could encase a piece of the statue, I guess. If you only do one Eldritch Blast, you can have a piece of blessed statue within it.
Okay, let's do that.
And I'll give you
And
some extra
then-
damage for that. If you
All
hit.
right. 24.
That does hit.
Come on.
So you can have a D8 radiant damage on top.
Oh, so that's max damage from my so 14 from my thing.
Yeah.
And a D8.
Yeah.
And a D8. Oh, you bitch! That's one.
Oh,
I don't know, bro.
So 15. But then I would like to, if I can, get round the side of a building or something. So basically, I could just start putting stuff in his way, so that he has to try and follow me because I'm a little
Yeah.
gnome.
So on the map, which way do you want to go? Let me just have a look. So you're here. Are you going up here or over to here, sort of thing?
So is he kind of in between the wings? Kind of.
He's here. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I guess breaking off towards the top, so up north, with an aim to kind of, I don't know, get round a building or get in, hide, duck behind a tree or something to give me some sort of.
Okay. Yeah. You if you head there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Have a little bit of cover. Next up, we have Fatora. Can you give me a D20 roll, please?
8.
8.
2 8s in a row.
That's not enough.
I had an 8, a 6, and an 8. I
Clearly,
accidentally rolled it again. My bad. I rolled a 15 that time, but
I mean that would have been good, but you're not having that one because
yeah.
you didn't roll.
No, well, that was a
advantage.
dex save. That's what I accidentally did.
Yeah, so clearly Jera or whatever names, I can't remember what her name was now. Jessa, she's somewhat put off and losing her focus a little bit. And then we're back to the top of the, unless Jeremiah wants to take his action now before we start again.
CPR.
I don't. So does the big baddie know that I'm there?
No, it's not made
Because the
any
doors-
effort to
The
go
door's
into the temple
closed.
yet.
It doesn't know that.
No,
it
the
doesn't
doors
necessarily know
are open.
that it can see in the temple, but it's not made any effort. Is it coming to? It's not coming towards us.
No.
Are there any windows on the back wall of the temple? Or is there a way out that isn't the front way in?
Yeah, okay, we can have some windows in there, yeah. Some stained glass windows.
Okay. I'm staying back at tourist side.
Okay. So, your turn. Did you want to do that? Still stay by Fatora, weeping over a corpse.
Yeah. Stay. Yeah. I'll stay with it. So I'll still hold action for Thunderwave.
I feel like his action should be singing E17's Stay Now.
Stay now.
Given your knowledge and your connection with Fatora, did you want to try and help in the ritual?
How can I?
You can offer assistance to Jessa.
Yeah, I'd love to offer assistance. How can I be of service?
Because you knew Fatora, so you can help her concentrate, I guess. You put your hand on her shoulder and you think you remember all the good times of Fatora where she tried to steer you down the right path. And that means we'll allow Fatora to roll with advantage next time.
Lovely. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do if I can.
Okay. Next up, we've got Flash Art.
Man's on death saves. So is it 11 and above is good? 1 to 10 is bad.
Yeah, 10 and above. Double digits is good. Single digits is bad.
Okay. Well, here we go. That would be 3.
It's a failure.
One for me. Ha ha ha.
Oh, I mean,
The good news is as I went down, flailed in the face 3 times, the last thing I saw was the tiny legs of Funkin running away.
Knowing that there would be a plan.
Right, exactly. I still had the faith. I kept the faith.
Faith
like
in
Bon Jovi.
Funkin.
Yeah.
Dum 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 dum. Is what you hear as the world fades from view. I'm just wondering if he's going to attack you while you're on the floor, though. You know,
Might as well, mate. I'm not moving.
Well, hopefully, I've pissed him off enough that he doesn't. But
yes.
Flashheart, just so you're aware, if you go on your death saves, you can roll on it or tie it to it as well, rather than having to custom roll and then tick it off.
Oh, okay. Thank you
it's helpful like that. It reminds you of your dad.
Next up, we've got Felix.
This is stupid. This is.
Bear with it. There is a point to all this. It'll all become clear.
Once everybody's dead.
Oh, dead Dave.
He's dead. Okay. There's nothing I can do to this big bad bastard in any way.
No, there's nothing any of us can do. We need to avoid him or reason with him or run the fuck away.
What is he again? And he just looked like a gnoll.
He's the god of the
he's like he's the gnoll.
Oh, is that the guy we were
god.
having a party about?
Yes. You know, you blew up one of his statues that they'd made of him.
He's the Knoll coward of the Knolls. The king.
There we go.
Why? Well, yes.
He's the first Noel, you might say.
Yes.
He's Mr. Bridger.
Yes. He is Christmas itself.
Okay. In that case, so we're hoping Faitora's got advantage on the next roll because Jeremiah's done something. So I'm not gonna worry about that situation too much for a minute. I have got barreling down on me a bad Mama Jama. That's bad. Oh shit. Shit. I will cast a minor illusion of something really pesky, like a badger, trying to distract this big thing, like in some way.
Okay. I'll let him roll a wisdom save then to see if he gets distracted or see whether he stays concentrated. He got a 17 on his first roll.
Yeah. It was
a 21 on his second roll.
It was a really stupid idea, so don't worry.
But what you have reminded me is he's got legendary actions. So with his legendary action now, after your turn, he will make a flail attack on the corpse of Flashheart.
Yeah, I was trying to make Flashheart invisible and I couldn't.
Because this little badger thing ran by the corpse of Flashheart, and he looks down and he hits. So that's 2 failed death saves on top of Flashheart. So Flashheart's now down again.
Dead.
He's hoping when he comes back to life, if he comes back to life, he doesn't worship fucking Funkin.
But for starters,
does that break the pact? That like
Funkin to jump in front of him just because you decided those were the things that needed to happen. You never asked Funkin how he should be worshipped.
Protect Funkin at all costs. That was how he worships Funkin.
I mean, what he's going to do now is he's going to run after Funkin. I'll give Funkin. Give me a stealth roll to see if you can. Or because were you hiding, or were you just going to try and use some cover?
Well, I only rolled 11 anyway, so I don't think it makes a difference what I was trying to do.
Yeah, he rolled a 20 on the dice to spot you. So he's done that. So he comes charging over to you. So it's going to be 3 flails.
3 flails, where he gets to add 16 to any of his rolls to hit.
Yeah. So he's got a 26,
Oh
a
my
19, and a 34.
Run away, trickery, badger.
Okay, so the first one, oh Jesus, first one does 20 damage, the next one does 10, and the last one does 10 as well.
I have 1 hit point. Oh no, 20, 10, and 10. I'm down.
Okay.
Say.
He still doesn't get to use that other ability,
Run away.
but he will now run over to the doorway of the temple
Fuck.
due to his rampage ability. And Funkin, it's your go. So a death save, please.
Yep. Fuck off. 14.
Hey, that's a success. That's good. And Fatora, can you roll me a d20 with advantage, please? Ooh.
Yay!
19! And at 11, she does it twice. Suddenly, you take in a gasp of air and sit up on this altar to Lathander. Like Flash Art was, you are at -4 to everything.
Okay, how much am I healed by? 1?
Yes.
1.
Get ready for 10 minutes of life.
I think about 6 seconds is probably left.
Yeah.
You do see a tearful Jeremiah standing nearby.
Blubbering.
I need to just make this so that I take 3. There we go. I am on 1 health.
Okay.
Now what do I do?
It's entirely up to you. There's
I have a turn.
there's a giant creature bellowing in the doorway to the temple. Looks like it's about to come through the temple with no regard to the structure.
Ah, fuck. Do I stay and fight or do I run?
No.
Oh, she's
Absolutely not.
changed. She's changed.
What the fuck?
What am I doing?
She's dead for 1.5 sessions. Suddenly, she has a different outlook on life.
What am I doing?
I mean, I'd leg it. if I was
We
you.
need to get away. We need to get
I'm
away.
okay, we're genuinely legging it.
Is it black
Yeah,
windows?
we have.
Is it like black windows to the church?
Yeah, there's stained glass
there's
windows.
stained glass windows at the back. I feel like we need to jump through the stained glass windows.
I'm looking for I'm trying to see what I have available.
I'm just waiting for the point when Jeremiah then says to Fatora, "I feel the need for speed," and runs off without her.
Not without her. I'll put her on my shoulders. I'll
You
grapple
can run-
hook her. Oh, I've got a
you-
grappling hook. What can you use that
I was
for?
gonna say you can run really fast, can't you, in a turn? Like you
Really
can
fast,
run
yeah.
really fast.
Yeah.
I will.
Okay.
Okay, I will. We actually getting out of here. That's what's happening.
Yes.
Is there a back exit to this church?
Stained glass windows.
Just the stained glass
How far
windows,
away is the windows?
10 feet, I think. by
They're,
the looks of it.
they're right behind Jeremiah, so they're within 5
Right.
feet of Jeremiah.
So yeah, I'll look at then Jeremiah and be like, right, we gotta go, and then I'll face step so I'm 30 feet away behind the window because I can see it.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
You leave me behind?
Well, I know you can run really fucking fast. I can't take
I know.
two of
That's
us.
neither here nor there. I'm gonna have a massive sulk about this.
That's fine. Face step, and then I'll bonus.
Yeah, that's wicked.
That's a
That's
bonus
cool.
action, and then I can move 30 feet, and I can dash as my action for 30 feet. So I can get 90 feet away in one turn.
I approve.
And that's just one.
Nicely
If they're telling me to run, that's literally what I do the moment I get
Yeah,
back. I think, like,
if you
thanks for the healing, and then go.
Where are you on the map now? Can you
I
get?
don't know.
Okay.
Inside 13.
No, behind number 13 by that tree. No, yeah, by there.
Well, I'm gone at this point.
You went.
You're there.
You went there, and then have you run up, or have
Face
you run
there.
down, or have you carried? Are you off the map?
Should we run into the forest?
I would run around and try and get their bodies.
Whose bodies? Oh fuck yeah! Whose bodies? Wait, Victoria doesn't know whose bodies.
She's fucking changed, guys.
She's not been told. Jeremiah doesn't care, and she's not been told.
She doesn't know. She got told.
Yeah.
Just to
I was foraging for herbs.
Just to paint the picture, there's a group of people in this church he's got to work his way through first. Yes.
Yes.
We'll be all
If
grateful
Quite a
to.
lot.
If I
About
go
20 odd.
if I go 60 feet, can we try and do it so that when I would have face stepped and I moved 60 feet? Otherwise, I could go into that forest area and then
Yeah,
hide.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can be up here from your phase. Actually, it'll be there because it'll be the 10 feet from the inside. And you can
Yeah.
run up into the forest if you like. You can get like to there.
Yeah, if I can get into the forest,
Okay.
and then I'll use, and then like I know I can't hide efficiently, like in terms of actual action economy, but I hide. I guess.
Yeah.
You hide. Okay. You now have disadvantage on everything as well.
Okay.
Fate
-4 and disadvantage, or is it both? Oh, okay.
It's both. -4 and disadvantage. Cool. So next up we have. Oh, hang on, no, it's over here. I need it. We're back to a new round. This is round 3, so it's important I keep a track of them. Jeremiah.
I'm out that fucking window, mate.
Cool. You dive through the window.
Jump out the window, and then
Have you
onto
got
the roof.
50 feet movement? Onto the roof. Okay.
Yeah. Onto the roof. And then where are Felix and
Felix is inside the temple.
Oh, still. Oh shit! Hold on. Do I bring Felix with me? Felix, do you want to come with me?
Yeah, I'll come. Get me the fuck out here, really.
Yeah. Can I put Felix? Can I put Felix on my shoulder, out the window, and onto the roof, please?
Yep. So you're up there.
All right. Cool.
Funkin's down here.
The only one that didn't ditch you and leave you. This guy.
Noted.
What's this?
You were the first one to ditch him and leave him.
Yeah.
No, he was running distraction.
All right. So we're on the roof.
Yep. What else do you want to do? You've probably got a bonus action left.
Fucking hell! I don't really know. If I cast Thunderwave, will you know it's come from me?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't really want. Honestly, I'm treating this guy like a politician. I just don't want him to know I exist. You know what I mean?
Well, you told me to run, so I ran.
Yeah.
Meet me in the forest. Be forest nymphs.
He told
Sounds like
you
a
to
trap.
run, so you ran, and then he went on the roof for some reason.
I know.
Let's see clearly.
I
I'm
can see
confused. No, okay, cool.
clearly
I'll be on the roof, and I'll go. I'm pointing like you can all see, but the long bit of the roof above 13 towards the forest. I'll stay on the roof and try and do soft, creepy footsteps so he can't hear me on the roof, and I'll be like at the top of the roof there somewhere if I can be.
Are you still hanging on to Felix while you do that? Or
Let go of me. Let go of me.
Okay, I've let go of Felix apparently.
And then you go off there. Okay, so
Flash
you're
up.
creeping up there.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
creeping
Jeremiah.
there.
I can see clearly now that Flash Art's dead.
Yeah.
So I'll allow you to just have the stealth roll. We'll say you're creeping away, but you have disadvantage on everything now.
Who, me?
Yep. Jeremiah's got disadvantage. Flash Art,
Why?
unfortunately, you're dead.
Well, hang on a minute. I've just been scouring the D&D rules, and I've come to the conclusion that I'm dead.
For the time being.
If that helps, I still have a 5th level spell. I saved a 5th level spell apparently.
Felix, it's
Okay.
your go. You're on the roof, I'm guessing.
Okay. I want to I'm gonna do it because Felix would. Because I can't wait. If we're gonna have another character soon, I'm gonna make my new character such a cunt.
I don't want any characters. I like our characters.
I'm gonna run to the front of the roof.
Okay. Yep.
Now, let me just check the wording of a spell. Because let's see. Right. Can I see Funkin? Can I see it? Can I see
Fonkin's over there, you can see him.
Okay, so
I'm down here.
Okay, so that's how do I do this then? Fuck me, this is a nightmare. I might have to leave Flash Art behind because I can't really work out how the hell I can't drag him.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Okay, that just for speed.
Where's Flash Art? Where's Flash Art?
Flash Art's down here, but he's dead. Fonkin's here, he's
actually
unconscious. Dead.
Flash Heart is spread over four different squares.
Okay, but the thing is, Faitora's just told us she got a spell, and I'm right. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna. Fuck! What a stupid knob! I'm gonna run off the front. I'm gonna jump over the front, because this thing's gone in. I'm gonna try and drop there.
He's here. He's not gone through the doors yet. He will do on his turn. Probably.
Yeah, hell, man. Okay, I would like to cast invisibility on myself. Jump over him, please.
Okay. Give me a dex save to land safely on the floor.
Oh, not a problem. I'm a ninja.
You do only have short, fat, hairy legs.
Okay, what have I got? 7 plus.
That's
7
fine.
plus
That was enough.
6.
You got a 13.
Right, I got, yeah.
You,
so I'm going to
you
jump
land
over
with a bit
it,
of a thud, but you don't do any damage.
So how much movement have I used it?
Pretty much everything, because you've got 25 because you were here, so you went 10, 20, 30 to get to there. If you're running 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. If you're going for Fonkin, though, you could get to within.
If I get the Fonkin.
Yeah, you could get to Fonkin.
Yeah, if I get the Fonkin.
But you won't have an action left.
But I've cast invisibility on myself. So, I won't cast invisibility on myself. I'll use a dash on my action, then lean down. I can see him. Right, no! I can't fucking get in. I am going to cast myself invisible, get as close as I can to Thingy's body, and then I'm going to look across the Funkin and cast Healing Word. Because I don't need to touch him.
Is Healing Word a bonus action or an action? Because you've already
cast
it. Bonus
action, baby! I was checking the wording because I always get mixed because one's attaching it. It heals for more, but you have to touch him. So I think he's up. Funkin the man is up. The god, the king, is up. And I'm right by Flash Art, body invisible.
Okay.
I'm lying like on him.
Ooh, what will he do? Can he do anything like that? Yeah, okay. So as a legendary action, Goo will charge into the temple. So he's now on top of everybody now. So as his legendary action. Now it's his action. He will swing around him with the flail, and he will murder a lot of people. I'm not even going to roll. There's like...
If there's 20 people, how many can he kill in a round is my question. How many rounds have we got? He's like,
the commoners have 5 hit points each. And so that will be 3 from his basic attacks. And then he gets an extra attack because they all hit. So that's 4 gone. And then because he killed one, he gets to make another bite action. So that's 5 dead.
All of a sudden, old Flash Art melting that one doesn't seem that bad now, does it?
Nobody still knows about that, so you've got away with it. Like,
I took it to my painful and disgusting grave.
Fonkin, it's your go.
Okay, so I'm no longer.
You're no longer on death saves. I don't know how many hit points you got from the healing.
4 plus 3. 1d4 plus 3. Roll it. I can roll it for you. You can roll it.
7. Woo! Woo!
Hey. You hear a lot of screaming coming from in the temple, and the bits of viscera are flying out the ruined doorway.
Do you know what? Is there a bit of this fucking statue of Zariel with a stupid face on it
Yes.
that I can grab?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at it in its one cracked fucking bitchy stone eye.
Yes.
And be like, you useless piece of shit god that fell from grace, that doesn't save everyone, that is a big old waste of time letting my friends die. Well, you should stay in hell. And I'm going to lob the stone, and then I'll just try and Eldritch Blast him.
Cool. I mean, it's almost like you know what's coming up, and how many turns you had to survive for. So what was the last bit of that? So you've cursed Zariel, and then what was the last bit?
I said I'd Eldritch Blast him.
Okay, go for it then.
Because, yeah, I've got nothing else I can do. I ain't going to get around him. So, the first, neither of them are going to hit. That's like an 11 and a 10.
Okay. So he's not below 300 hit points yet either.
Okay, now.
But your Eldritch Blasts go into his back, and he turns around and sees that you are up again. And for his legendary action, his next one, he will charge out of there, and he's coming through the wrecked front of the temple towards
Felix.
you. Fatora, it's your go. Hidden in the woods.
Yeah, so I still don't know what to do. Like, I'm a bit. Does Fatora even see? No, can she tell the flash heart when anyone's dead?
No, all you're aware of is Jeremiah told you to run and pointed through the stained glass window. There was a lot of shouting and screaming. There's been more shouting and screaming. You might have heard Fonkin shouting at someone called Zariel. At least that's what it sounded like.
Wait, am I making another deal with Zariel if that's what's happening? I don't know. Is that what they want?
Fonkin definitely was not trying to make any kind of deal with her.
How far away is Jeremiah from me?
I'm not that far. I'm high up. I'm about 15 feet high.
He's about 40 feet away from you, I think it is.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering whether. What have I got? I'm trying to look at my channel divinity because I don't get to use it often. So I'm like, what the fuck does it do again? That one's no point because I can do it to 15. I don't need 15 for it, just for myself. Should I just heal myself?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I rolled a dice. I didn't mean to do that. I got rid of a nat one though, so I'm very glad for that.
Flight of hand check.
Yeah. I will heal myself, I guess.
Okay.
And I will do it at 4th level, and I will wait. How? Oh, I know, because Flash Heart's dead, isn't he?
Oh yes.
Super.
Like,
dead.
so
Again.
healing spells won't work. So yeah, I won't. Then I'll just do it at 3rd level, and I will cure wounds myself.
Okay. Cool. So while you sort that out, the good news is you're now in the 3rd round of this combat, which is when something triggers. So Jeremiah, you are stood on the roof. You're looking into the woods. for where Fatora is hiding, and something catches the corner of your eye. You look up to the sky, and there is a winged angel plummeting to the ground, followed by a giant mammoth with wings. And they come down, and Zariel herself, the angel Zariel, not the demon Zariel, lands in front of Yenogu. And the cackling demon lord shuts his maw and narrows his eyes, gazing up towards the sky as a beam of radiant light pierces the haze. Powerful angel streaks down from above, followed by a golden-furred mammoth with feathered wings. The angel slashes her sword across Yenogu's chest and utters a spell. A portal opens behind the demon lord as the mammoth rams its head into Yenogu. Wow. The demon lord lets out a scream and is sent tumbling through the portal, which quickly closes behind him.
Yeah.
This point, the encounter ends. And Zariel looks at the carnage around her. Let me see. What does she say? What does she say at first? She got. No, so she recognizes that she's like, friends, thank you for trying to save the village. And she says, I see some of your number have suffered grievous wounds and are dead. Being an angel, I can sort this shit out. And she goes over.
I like to think that's exactly how she words it. It's just being an angel, I can sort this shit out.
Listen, she ends up being a fallen angel. She didn't play by the rules properly, okay? And she goes to Flashheart's lifeless, the pieces of his body, and she gathers them up, and she holds him in an embrace, and she kisses him gently. And that's when you see Flashheart's chest start to inflate again.
Back up to -4.
I bet he's on the record.
Yes, he is.
Back up to -4 and disadvantage. Yep, good.
No, you're not at disadvantage. You're just at -4. The only ones at disadvantage are Jeremiah and Fatora.
I just said that's bullshit. Yeah.
In all of her godly angelic wisdom, did she mention that we were trying to help the townsfolk people apart from the one that I set on fire? Does that mind about that?
She didn't know. She wasn't looking then, so you're okay.
Perfect.
That was early doors.
And is that -4 and 1 hit point?
Well, she's like an angel, so you can have 20 hit points back.
Oh, back in the game.
Why am I on disadvantage?
Eat my balls, Jeremiah.
I'm saying your balls. Why am I on disadvantage? I don't understand why I'm on disadvantage.
As you're saying this, the voice of Lulu comes in your mind, and she says, I've placed a minor curse upon those that didn't wish to sacrifice themselves for the village and left people to die.
What? She said
because you ran away to save yourselves.
I bravely saved Fatora and pulled her out of the way and jumped and carried Felix onto a roof.
And left all the villagers to get slaughtered. Listen, he's nothing but a judgy elephant. Look at those eyes.
This is bullshit.
Gary, does anything else change for me? Am I still a follower of Funkin?
Yep, you are still lawful good, a follower of Funkin the Great.
Oh, just let me kill me again, honestly.
It's Funkalicious, baby.
Get down with the funk.
As Victoria gets out to the forest, because she's just very confused. She woke up, was told to run, and then was like, here I am.
So, Zariel introduces herself to your party, and
Funkin's having nothing to do with it.
Her mighty steed Lulu, the war mammoth, the flying war mammoth, who's like.
Does she recognise? Does Lulu recognise us?
Nope.
Oh, I want to pet Lulu.
That's annoying because I want to give her a piece of my mind. I'm going to give her a piece of my mind even though she doesn't recognise me.
She will. Anybody that is damaged as well, you can get 20 hit points back.
Oh yeah.
What if you're not damaged, but you've got disadvantage and it's bullshit?
Then you should
know,
have
we could
sacrificed yourself.
Yeah.
Can I have 20 more 20 more hit points?
No, you've already had your 20.
Oh,
I guess I went up and be like, I'm so confused at this point. Like, because Victoria woke up, got told to run. So she's like, yeah, right then. I don't know what's happening, but sure.
I
What's
turn to
happening?
Victoria and I say, basically, you died. Then a big dog turned up, like a demon dog god thing, and then he looked like a statue we did. And then now,
What do you
flash
mean I
out that-
died?
Oh, Babs,
You died.
You was in
Where
bed
did that,
on
where
a
did that kill?
And yet I'm still cursed. Even though I died, I'm still cursed. Got it.
I know, it's
Lol.
bullshit, babe.
It's all right. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. It's fine.
Hold on. Can I try
Listen,
and remove curse?
It's her fault. Actually, it's this one's fault because it's her dream quest you're in.
Fuck,
Can I-
yeah.
can I
Funkin's
try?
taking the Jeremiah role to this and being the emo kid in the corner. He wants nothing to do with this
This is
dickhead
bullshit.
Zariel.
No,
This is so many bullshit.
Can Victoria
All
just
like
like
we saved Lulu.
can Victoria like touch just Jeremiah and just cast remove curse? I want to see if that works.
Yeah, you can do it, but it doesn't work.
I tried.
Look the bullshit.
Yeah. Charles Lulu.
Okay, so there are a load of knights on horseback in shining armor, which Fatora you would recognize from your dream. They've
Shit.
They've all got the Hellrider's shield and symbol emblazoned on them, and they all start to rally around the edge of the village. And Zariel turns and says, "I have work to do." And then she goes, "You know who slaughtered those I swore to protect? I can stop him and others like him. I might have to give up all I stand for, but I could stem the tide of chaos and save many lives from the demonic terrors of the abyss. Were you in my place, would you risk it to save others?" And with that, she mounts up on Lulu's back and heads off, leading the Hellriders to a portal out on the far side of the village.
So it was a rhetorical question.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
She
Flip
did.
them off.
It's almost like she's monologuing for you.
Right, understood. Yeah.
I know. It's almost like, hey, here's some backstory to the villain that's not really a villain.
Oh, actually, no. So she doesn't ride off. You are right. It wasn't a monologue. So she says she will ask you all individually. I've missed this bit. So she asks you to each answer that question. It says, "Were you in my place, would you risk it all to save others?"
Well,
So
I mean,
I'll read it again.
We do frequently.
She says, "You know who slaughtered those I swore to protect? I can stop him and others like him. I might have to give up all I stand for, but I could stem the tide of chaos and save many lives from the demonic terrors of the abyss. If you were in my place, would you risk it all to save others?" And she will look at Fonkin first, who's trying to hide in the shadows. And you feel the
He's
presence of
sticking his
her
tentacle up at her for one.
personality.
Right.
The greatest risk is using the power that those use against the weak, against themselves. That is my answer.
Very good. Then she turns her gaze to Flashart.
Well, I'm lawful good now, so 100%. You got to go and take care of business. We got to protect those innocents. Our exposition queen.
Crispy.
As long as they're all named Fonkin, right? Because
Well, just in general, I happen to worship Fonkin, or not. I follow Fonkin, Fonkin's guide, but at the same time, I am lawful good. Therefore, I would want to help people.
cool. Felix. She looks at you next.
She's really big. I look up at that and I say, "Yeah, you should do that because you're brilliant." And she got a sword.
Yeah, she's got a sword.
I want to clock everything about that sword. Anyway.
Okay. Be a knowledge sponge. Jeremiah, she looks at you.
So, well, obviously, yes. I mean, we do, sacrifice ourselves routinely, and you don't seem to have any regard for that. So, have a nice day.
Are you giving a bit of a pouty answer there, Jeremiah?
Fuck yeah.
And finally, she goes to Fatora.
I guess Victoria's just gonna stand there and just look up and just tilt her head more. Victoria's more clocking on and realizing what's happening. Like she knows where we are and is very confused. And it's like, I don't think it really matters the answers that we give. I think you've set your mind on what you need to do.
I'm standing.
Would you want that if it was to risk and turn badly? Would you want others to be there to save you?
She chooses not to answer. And then she mounts up on Lulu and goes off with the Hell Riders. Right, hang on. I just need to look at something. It says it's on this page and it's not, which is really annoying. Oh, come on, you stupid thing.
I'm really proud of us. None of us tried to pickpocket anything off that.
Which was a good thing. I can tell you that now for free.
That's a growth, that is. That's growth as a group, that is.
Right.
So I thought when Felix was demanding to be put down on the roof, it was to go back inside and loot some corpses.
Yeah, I was thinking about royal relics. Yeah, there must be some gold in here.
Yeah, Gary.
Yes.
Tiny game break, just because you might be interested. Well, everyone, but you might be interested in particular. Boris Johnson has just announced he will not be putting his name in.
I saw that.
Which I think we knew that was what was going to happen. He's claiming, I had 102 backing me, but I've chosen not to.
He was either a good, I'm only doing it if I'm going to win it, or I'm not going to do it. But he's not doing it. Thank fuck. So yeah.
Hey, that is good. Right. Everybody that didn't give a pouty answer to Zariel's question gets a charm of vitality.
Oh, get it. What's that? I'll have one of them.
Which is... This charm allows you to give yourself the benefit of a potion of vitality as an action. Once you do, the charm vanishes. So it's a one use. I don't know what a potion of vitality does. Probably something half decent.
I'll Google it now. Hold on.
DM, are you saying that there's only one person that gave a pouty answer? Or are you saying there's more than one person?
I'm saying Jeremiah's was the only pouty answer. The others
When
were...
you drink this potion, it removes any exhaustion you were suffering and cures any disease or poison affecting you for the next 24 hours. You gain the maximum number of hit points for any hit die you spend. The potions comes in liquid regularly. Does that count as the -4 exhaustion that technically me and Flash are currently have?
No, because that's not technically a level of exhaustion.
Cool.
I don't want to be...
Before she runs off, can you remove this curse? Just to help, if we want to help you,
And she's like, what curse would that be?
Well, Lulu has it to that we have difficulty with certain without medicating.
She looks to Lulu and says, Lulu, have you done something to these? And Lulu's like,
you know what you've done, Lulu. You know what you've done. You screwed us.
Pouty man.
Screw job, I tell you. Screw job. This is a Lulu's making green screw job. That's what this will be known as.
Just so that we can help you in your mission more effectively. Do you think you could do a once over as an angel? And I know you're not a doctor, but you're an angel, and
I have given everything I can. I have work to do. I must go
you bollocks, mate.
Flashheart's still at -3 though, isn't he?
-4.
No, he's at -4 again. He's gone.
You are at -4 again.
Back
there
up to -4. Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to tattletale on my my good friend Funkin, but he did flip her the old tentacle. I don't know if that's pouty or not.
That's why I asked for clarification.
Because it wasn't a middle one, because his tentacle is his ring finger.
I see. Fair enough.
It wasn't the bird.
It was the octopus. He flipped her the octopus. You squidded her off.
Okay. She sets off,
All the goddesses love.
and there is a flash
Good
of light, which brings all of you back to the Bleeding Citadel.
Oh,
Yay.
good.
No, back to the scabs
The-
that we know and love.
Not fast.
The Sword of Zariel. Let me bring that up again because we had that. I've got to open it as a picture first. Bloody hell! Come on. Right.
Have I got my
You
shield?
guys-
You have your shield with you, yes.
You guys, I vote that we never, ever, ever follow Lulu again.
Agreed. I 100% second
Do it.
Him.
I want to grab this sword.
Elephant burgers.
I wanna grab
Elephant
this-
burgers.
I want to grab this sword and put it through Lulu.
I want to grab the sword so much now. I think it'd be funnier. Whereas before I was like, this seems like a bad idea. Now it seems funny. I feel like it'd be such a. Oh, hey,
One
you
of
gave
us.
me this really good. Yeah.
We broke in you.
No,
Yes.
that is what is in front of you all. The ghost that was there has gone, and proper size Lulu is there, giving some of you a bit of a judgy eye.
Shoot Lulu with a
And-
dart.
And she invites you. She says, "Whoever thinks they're worthy may go and claim the sword of
Oh,
Zariel."
God.
So, who wishes to step up and draw the sword of Zariel from the stone?
I mean, obviously, I want to touch it.
Yeah, I want to touch it. Whether I'm considered worthy is another thing, but
Who's going first then?
because we died.
I'll give it a crack.
Go on, then.
Okay,
Yeah.
Flash Art, you step up, you spit on your hands, grasp it.
Yep.
It
Yeah,
feels
about the
give
sword.
the old technical Tash a little twizzle.
okay. At first, it feels entirely pleasant, and then your shield arm starts to
No, we're
hurt.
back in his dream.
And pull as much as you might, the sword does not budge.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Unworthy.
Yeah. Jeremiah, you do it. Jeremiah, you do it. I want Jeremiah to pull the sword. Go on,
Are you
babes.
going for it, Jeremiah? Who's next?
Fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna mention that whoever does pull it out, I'm gonna make a big deal out of the fact that I loosened it.
That's fine.
Okay, if I pull it out, the first thing I'm going to do is chop Lulu in half with it.
Yeah.
Chop that bit.
Okay, Jeremiah, you've got an arm called the Arm of Nine Hells, right? That's
Damn
an
right,
arm.
I have. It could be fuck all.
Are you grasping the sword with that arm, or are you grasping it
Just
with the
that
other
arm.
Use the grapple
Just
hook.
that arm.
Use the grapple hook.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap the grapple hook around. I'm going to wrap the grapple hook around the hilt. I'm about to lose my arm, aren't I?
Jeremiah's dead.
It's pulled into the sword.
Nothing to live for.
Like a
Nothing to live for.
pastrami machine.
I'm going to get itchy and scratchy there.
if you're just using that arm, you grab onto it, and you feel that arm. Sorry, it's this one, isn't it? It starts to vibrate, and it starts to feel really uncomfortable against your shoulder where it joins in, and you start to feel a lot of pain. Do you want to do anything else?
Let the fuck go.
Okay.
I want to let go.
You're grappled onto it.
Yeah.
Bonkin, how does your tentacles react to it? That's the thing. How did Flashheart's mustache react to it?
Can I try the other hand?
Um,
Can I try the other?
I guess it would have shown shock. So, Jeremiah, are you doing anything else, or are you quitting your go?
No, I want to try with the other hand.
Okay, so you grasp it with the other hand, and you pull the sword from the stone with ease. And
Chop Lulu in half, down the fucking trunk, between the eyes.
no, you don't, because you now have a completely new personality, and you are transformed in front of everybody. Let me just find out exactly what happens. Video. Okay, I need to open that bit.
Am I somehow a good D&D player now?
There is. I think it's a blinding flash of light. Let me just check on it.
Exciting.
You are immediately attuned to the Sword of Zariel, without needing to take a short rest. You are transformed into a heavenly, idealized version of yourself, blessed with otherworldly beauty and a touch of heaven in your heart. Neither magic nor divine intervention can reverse this transformation. Your alignment becomes lawful good, and you gain the following traits. You can speak, read, and write celestial. You have resistance to necrotic and radiant damage. Your charisma score becomes 20. You sprout a beautiful pair of feathered wings that grant you a flying speed of 90 feet and the ability to hover. Your eyes become luminous pools of silver. You can see in normal and magical darkness. You see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them. You perceive the original form of a shape changer or creature that is transformed by magic, and you can see into the ethereal plane, all within a range of 60 feet. You gain new personality traits, and they are: you won't lie. So you have to tell the truth. You will always help those in need. The sword has chosen you, and you will wield it justly. And you are utterly without flaws, is what you believe.
Absolutely.
You are also resistant to fire damage and disease. And the sword itself sheds bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for an additional 5 feet. Fiends find the sword's light disconcerting and painful, and have disadvantage on attack rolls. As a bonus action, you can intensify the light to a 15-foot radius. The sword deals an extra 2d8 radiant damage to any creature it hits, or 3d10 radiant damage if you're wielding the weapon in two hands. An evil creature that takes this radiant damage must succeed on a DC 17 con save or be blinded until the end of its turn. The sword is sentient, it's lawful good, and it has much higher stats than you. And it communicates by transmitting emotions to you. So your initial emotion was to chop Lulu in half, and it's like, no, Lulu is good. You feel a sense of loving joy and kinship with Lulu.
Interesting.
While holding the sword, there's still more. You gain advantage on all wisdom checks. And the last bit you don't need to know.
Can I just say, Fatora must be fucking raging. As the character, this entire quest was building up to the moment when Fatora got that sword, and it's gone to fucking Jeremiah. It's like, oh my god, there's literally one person worse to have it, and that's this guy. Oh my god.
Fatora didn't want the sword afterwards.
Okay.
There was only 3 of you that could have pulled it out.
Who?
Can we
Jeremiah?
Anyone lawful good, right?
No.
That's part of it.
I was lawful good, but I've got a...
Sorry, Bushy, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, as an addendum to that, can we just say that his cloak is just badass now?
Oh,
finally!
Yeah. I'm curious. Who were the 3 that could pull it out then? What were the just fact of curiosity?
Someone just take notes.
Felix was the other one that could pull it out, and Fonkin, surprisingly enough, could pull it out.
Okay. It's
You needed to not die in the Dream Quest.
Yeah.
Flashheart and Fatora are made for each other, you see.
It's really funny though now, because does this still mean that Asmodeus owns Jeremiah's soul?
Well, this isn't technically Jeremiah's.
Where is Jeremiah's soul? Where is Jeremiah
the soul
now?
of the sword. You're inside. You're feeling good.
Yeah.
You're still in charge. You've been transformed.
I actually want to just go and fight something now and literally set up a deck chair and go, continue on. I'll just sit here with, haven't got any popkin on it, Funkin. Let's do it.
Of course.
This is what I want now. I'm like looking around to go, my mate is badass. Have you seen my mate?
The problem is we're still lawful good, because otherwise we'd be like, hey Jeremiah, that guy slated your mum.
Yeah, that guy.
I'm not lawful good, so we can still have a bit of fun.
The last part of this transformation that occurs before your eyes is that the citadel you are in and the scab mounting around it all explode outward in blinding rays of light. Any
Jeremiah's
demonic
now clean.
creatures in the scab are pretty much dead due to the massive amounts of damage, and they're hurled 1,000 feet away from the sword. You guys, however, are completely unharmed by the explosion and find yourselves suddenly under Avernus's red sky. Your vehicles are 60 feet away where you left them. The ghost of Yale you see disappears and bids you farewell. And Lulu is very excited now that you guys finally have it. And she's like, oh, I've got all my memories back. Oh, this is amazing. But I can tell you all about them next week if you like, if you really want to know. But we really should go and do something about Zariel. We should save her. That was the whole point of getting the sword, right? You're going to save Zariel. There's still good left within her. Surely that's what you got from it. Those of you that bothered to try and help the village anyway.
To the one guy that actually didn't fucking help.
I know. The criteria were just not dying. It didn't matter if you ran away. Yes. So Jeremiah doesn't have disadvantage anymore. But Fator
Don't have any weaknesses apparently.
Is it a problem that I still have the Shield of the Hidden Lord?
That was also part of the reason you couldn't have.
No, but I mean, with regards to I now appear to have like pure good next to me.
Yeah, do we not have conflict? Don't I need to?
No, you're fine. It's I mean,
let's look at Jeremiah. Because... Do I need to smite him? Let me smite him.
Since you've been lawful good, he's not Golgoth's not been particularly chatty.
Well, to be fair, I haven't had him for the last several, in my mind, hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it with Pat just rocking with Gabriel now, basically. I mean, basically rocking with Gabriel. Like
Lulu said, though,
has just been added a level 20 character. Let's have some fun now, like.
Is anyone keen to watch Jeremiah Havoc versus Gargaroth at some point?
Oh, let's do it
now. Hold my sword. I'll take him now. What? I'll beat him with one wing. I'll get a one-winged angel. That's my new thing. That's my finishing move. That's it.
I will say though, like, are we saving?
We're gonna go full Penny Omega.
I mean, we've all seen what happened before. Are we going to go save Zariel?
Are there going to be some halfling children on the way? I mean, I'm in.
We've got to go back to Elder. I mean, I can always try and talk to my deity again because she interrupted the last time.
Am I going to let Flashhawk? Wait. Am I going to let Flashhawk kill halfling children? Surely I'm going to save them, no?
You're not going to be near it when that happens. You're fine. We're gonna go on a lovely little walk together. I'm going to like a lovely little walk together.
I can imagine Jeremiah floating back down on his wings and just turn the flash on. Wasn't a baghead.
Although being lawful good now, all I need to do is find whatever it is, 15 halfling children that happen to be organ donors that also have something else wrong with them, and then I'll figure it out.
Can you imagine if we go back to Screeching Pumpkin now? Fuck, dude.
I'm not pulling pints anymore.
Oh, Bob, can you imagine, like, just in a pub? Like, Bob.
I will say, as cool as this is, we can't let Jeremiah sit like this forever, because we will never hear the end of it if we do.
Well, are you going to rename the Screeching Pumpkin to the Radiant Monk?
No. It's the Screeching Pumpkin.
It's already been done.
Only if the Radiant Monk stands on top of the fucking roof and just lets him be like a beacon. Yeah. That's his job from now on. Off you pop.
Jeremiah, would you consider a giant axle to be good or bad?
Definitely bad.
But you made a promise to him. You made a promise. You made a promise to him.
What promise?
You said you would keep Fatora safe until the day of his wedding.
And I
Well,
did.
fucked up.
Yep.
No,
and the
he
day
died.
after his wedding, I want you to slice him in half.
That won't be a problem.
I know
He's
Sure.
definitely bad. He's definitely bad, and I definitely saved Fatora. I made it so that she was able to be brought back to life, and there'll be no further questions.
Oh God, Jeremiah's off.
Fatora just lifts up the ring that like she's wearing, and she'll just like do the sending spell that she knows and be like, "Yo, all's good now. I know I died for a little bit, but like I'm back to life. I'm breathing. I gotta go." Just so you know,
Barely
just
died.
so
Barely
you know.
died.
Just
Barely
so you
died.
know,
Barely
Jeremiah,
died, man.
Jeremiah is now a celestial being with celestial powers, and he's on a little bit of a power trip, but it's all good. That's gonna
Now
be your
pronounced
future
Jeremiah.
son. That's your stepson.
And then it's like
that's the message.
And then so the message
Lovely.
comes back going, Celestial. Okay. Could he perform the ceremony, perhaps?
I knew it. He's the Celestial formerly known as Jeremiah. This is fucking brilliant.
I think we should fuck off his campaign and just fuck off while he's like fucking. We could do loads of shit. Can you take us places?
Think of anything. Where do you want to go?
What is
He,
he? A
he
celestial?
he doesn't
what's
have
that
any
block
sort of
does he have?
teleport. He's got wings.
I can fly. I can fly. I pick up Felix and I just start flying. Show him I can fly. You can go anywhere you want.
Oh,
Fuck
Bye.
That way.
Fucking R. Kelly.
And it's a fast flying speed. Was it 90 feet as well?
90
Yeah,
feet?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
that's
Yeah.
90 feet every 6 seconds.
A million miles an hour.
You know, like in Lord of the Rings when they're having a fight, killing off the things like one goblin, 2 goblin, 3 goblin. Can we just send them over to like the Lake of Fire thing and just like go on and kill some demons and then just like watch it?
Well, I mean,
I
there's
would-
no
right now.
demons for at least 1,000 feet around you.
Okay, well we've got to try and finish off Flash Heart's deal. We've got to go and we needed to open up and figure out how to open up the companion as well, because remember them rods were keys. Which is
Yes, I
also
remember.
when we went and got the rods from the safe that had 666 as the code.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah. So we
I wasn't
wanna-
joking. I wasn't joking when I said if Jeremiah could kill Gargaroth, because that would surely nullify my deal. Because it's with him.
can try. Hold on then.
Your
Shake
deal
your
and
shield
transform
and get
over
him
to
out.
Jeremiah.
Flash Heart.
Welcome
I need to
to
ask.
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Okay. As a lawful good character, I am looking at you and I'm going, do you want me to allow Gargaroth to talk to you again?
I think I will have to have a conversation with him at some point.
Then I will use my spell, because I have a 5th level spell. And I will do, what was it? Greater Restoration had to, or it
Yeah.
was something like that, wasn't it? Greater Restoration, so that he's no longer lawful good.
Oh my God, you could have done that. You could have done that any time.
Yeah, but we were all lawful good, and
No.
you kept refusing. But I needed to
I
bring
see,
you
I
to a
see.
point.
Right, but now there's a reason, because I'll have to chat to Gargaroth. Right, understood.
Now there's a
Yes.
reason, so it makes sense because now you accept it.
Yes,
And
I
that's
do.
my 5th book. But Greater Restoration, which also, what does it do?
I mean, I
Hold
didn't
on.
do it because I just thought it was funny.
Greater Restoration. An imbue a creature with a touch of positive energy to undo a debilitating effect. You can release the target's ghost or one of the end of one. But because I'm changing his alignment back, I think we said that counts as it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, you're back to whatever alignment we're chaotic stupid when it. No, I'm chaotic neutral.
Chaotic stupid is exactly 100% right. Chaotic awesome. I think you'll find it is.
Yeah, chaotic awesome. That's what it was. Yay.
Jeremiah chuckles
now-
behind his wing.
You know when that happens, does Gargoth just instantly start talking to him again?
He's like, I'm glad you're back. It's been quite lonely here in this shield. I've been busy here giving you all the protection of the extra +2 to your armor class, and you've not even said a word to me. It's very rude.
Yeah. Apologies. I'm now back 100% back on board with murdering halflings.
Yes.
Let's get to it then.
Stay
But now
tuned.
get him out the shield.
I don't want to get him out of the shield. I want to go and kill some halflings.
Yeah, no, we want to get him out the shield because there might be another way to get out of your deal. That's still in your best interest. But even when you're chaotic neutral, that doesn't mean you have to become a Gargoth's bitch. That's not what that means.
Says you.
I'm not Gargoth's bitch.
No, I'm saying, but you don't know how I feel about God. No, that's fair enough. I'm gonna think on it because I don't think 10 p.m. on a Sunday is the time to initiate a combat between Jeremiah.
I think it's the perfect time. Set it up ready for next.
I like the way
time.
Flashheart's thinking.
Set it up ready for next time.
I'm gonna ponder it. I'm gonna set it up by getting my shield and then freeze framing like I'm gonna do something, but we don't know what it is.
I'd like to think we all carry on conversations for a few minutes while he's frozen.
Yeah. But other than that, we're going to El Torel to check on the companion. Where's Zariel? Where is Zariel?
Before all this happens, I've gone to one side. I've started casting the hat, and I've got a cup of tea on.
Yeah.
It's time for tea. Well, it's safe for 1,000 feet. So,
Fatora, me and you definitely want a long rest because -4 fucking sucks on everything.
And it'll be -3. I'm away. -3.
Can we have
Greater restoration.
Let's have 4 long rests in a row. Come on.
Greater restoration, though, because here's the thing. I know they're not. Okay, so I know that they're not.
I think the only thing can remove this is a wish spell.
What? Remove what?
Remove the -4.
Can I counter that with a
When do I get to? When
vitality
can I
just
remove
picked
this
up?
bloody disadvantage ability?
Oh, well, you could try resting.
Okay, I'll try this. But no, I was looking for. Hold on, Ray's dead because it'll tell me. Every time the target finishes a long rest, it's reduced by 1 until it disappears. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing else you can do for that one. Okay.
God damn. Otherwise, I would try and just burn my 5th level spells, so we're down to a -2 instead. But
There ain't no cheat codes here.
no.
Yeah. Excellent. So I think we are done there for the week.
Holy shit.
And the apotheosis of Jeremiah, I think we can call it. How long?
Is he getting it like a new character sheet now?
Yeah, please consider. Did someone take notes?
I've got it all written down, so I can remind you of
Can you
it.
send it?
Yeah.
Pete, you have to go back and watch it and write it all back down again.
Oh, wait. I'll do that. I'll do it right now.
I will send it all through this week.
I've got a deal brewing in my mind for next week, so get your thinking cap on with regards to.
Oh God, we're not here next week, are we? I thought we weren't doing next week because Halloween and Pete.
Next week is a bit tricky for me.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have next week
we're...
off just for Halloween and make it easier for people.
Yeah, because I think Dan, you're not about next Sunday, are you?
I could be, but I will be zombified because I'll have been up since 4 a.m. So.
So let's have next week off for Halloween, so then we can all get drunk.
I'll still have a 5 o'clock start on a Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can just be drunk. Just be drunk for work, yeah? It all works out well.
I wish I could. Monday's my worst possible day.
Pete, how often do your chefs come in drunk for work?
Never.
How often do they leave work?
Keep believing that, Pete. That's good.
Yeah. Keep
Say again? How many chefs do you think I've got? I think I rolled 40 kilos a day today.
Yeah. What we were actually asking, Pete, is how often do you turn up to work drunk?
Yeah.
Yep.
Every fucking day. No. That's what after work. Not before work. After busy shit.
Maggots, David.
Excellent. So we won't be back next week. We are. You've got the sword. It's up to you which quests you choose to tick off now and then get out of hell, and how you go about that. So you've got the Zariel issue, you've got the El Torel issue to solve up. We've got maybe 1 or 2 sessions left and by closing them off, you get out of hell.
We can boss this now. Boss this now.
Yeah, we'll smash it.
Well, we also need to like beat up Funkin's warlord friend.
No problem. I got it.
Can't wait for your new powers to be not quite as good as we all think they are.
Definitely. Bring
You
back
just
the arm.
send him the
Bring back the arm. Bring back the bottle opener of boom.
Pull the
forget-
sword out, and it just goes.
Don't forget what one of his personality flaw was that he thinks he's flawless.
Yeah. It's like the Sword of Omens, but it just stays in dagger form. It gives no sight beyond sight. Just blurs things.
I'm waiting for him to meet Zariel, and Zariel's just gonna look at him, click their fingers, and just be like, "And done. Enough of this."
His giant golden wings go back into like half a mechanical set, one of which doesn't open properly. It's going.
Goes to the back wings.
What?
I mean,
They work.
He-
They work fine, those wings.
he did a whole show on stage with getting wings. When
He did. When he was dragon.
Yes. Cool. So thank you very much, everybody, for playing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thanks, as always, to Lost Boys Pizza in Camden. Woo! Monkey's Emporium. Woo! Shea Glass Games. Woo! We will be back in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
I'm just going to go and do the awkward double click on the button now. So
Awkward
everybody
way.
wave.